Hello everyone, and welcome to Developmental Psychology. I hope you will enjoy it. Let's start with the introduction. My name is Dr. Anna Krasotkina. For everybody who thought that my name sounds Russian, you are not wrong. I am indeed from Russia. I also know that if your first language is not from any Slavic language group, my surname is kind of nightmare for you. So it is completely okay to use my first name when you speak to me. In my free time, which I don't have a lot, I like to spoil my two dogs, Peppa and George. Peppa is my teeny tiny boss lady. You can see her at the photo in the middle. And George is my gigantic puppy. He is nice and very sensitive. If I'm not playing with my dogs, I like to spend my free time playing video games. For example, Persona 5, when you save the world with the power of friendship. Moving on to the stuff that is relative to our course. To be able to teach you, I studied a lot. I started with my education at the Russian State University for the Humanities in Moscow, where I am from. This is where I got my diploma, which is close to the bachelor degree. After that, I moved to Germany, which, in retrospect, was the best decision of my life. I got my master's degree at the University of Gießen. This is where I met my future supervisor, Dr. Gudrun Schwarze, and decided to work with her on my dissertation. If you're thinking about moving to Europe to study psychology, to get your master's degree there, or maybe even to get your PhD degree there, I will suggest to do so. It is a great country with a great people and a very tasty cuisine. I am an infant researcher, meaning that my research is conducted on infants. It is not an easy task because infants, as sweet as they are, usually not very keen of your tests. So you have to be extra creative to make a task not only suitable for your research question, but also pretty interesting for your little participant. My research questions are usually about how infants perceive faces and speeches and if those two types of perception are connected with each other. To answer my research questions, I usually employ eye tracking or EEG technologies. Both of these technologies are non-invasive, meaning that they cannot disturb my little participants. I think you know me pretty well by this point. Let's move on to a more important stuff. In this course, we have a textbook. You can see a picture of this textbook on your screen. I chose this textbook because it is Canadian, which means that when you are reading this textbook, you can connect all these theories and facts with your everyday life here in Canada. It is also not the most recent one, which is an advantage and not a disadvantage. You can buy an older copy of this textbook, or you can also find it in internet, of course, absolutely legally. This book has a couple of shortcomings as well. First of all, it is huge. It is not terrible per se. At least I can be sure that if you read the whole textbook about one topic, you know everything I would like you to know about it. But I have a feeling that you have another courses this semester, that you maybe have not that much time for reading stuff. This is why we have pages in our syllabi. You don't need to read anything that is not on syllabi. But please don't get me wrong, this is a great book. So if you find something interesting and would like to know a little bit more about it, please read additional pages, please ask me questions. I would absolutely love to answer them. This course is an asynchronous course, meaning that you will learn on your own pace, individually. Each week, I will post one module. One module consists of one activity and one reading quiz. You have 1 week to do both of these things. And here you can see our grades chart. As you can see, the majority of your grade comes from writing midterms. We have 3 midterms. Midterm 1 and midterm 2 will be written during the semester, and midterm 3 will be served as a final exam. Another 2 types of assessments are weekly activities and weekly reading quizzes that we will have once per week. The aim of weekly activities is to connect theoretical knowledge that I will provide you with everyday life situations. As long as you participate in weekly activities and not ignore the questions, it is pretty hard to fail them. Don't be too stressed if you missed any weekly activity. The 2 lowest grades will be dropped, including zeros. Weekly reading quizzes are slightly harder. Their aim is to prepare you for the midterms. If you are happy with your grade on reading quizzes, you should not be worried about midterms. Each quiz consists of 10 multiple choice questions with 4 answers, only one of them being correct. There is no timer on reading quizzes, but you have only 1 week to go through it. It is completely okay to use your textbook when you're answering reading quizzes. But please do not use any AI help. If you use an AI help when answering reading quizzes, you may get 100%, but you will get zero information about how good you understood the material, meaning you may fail your midterm. Speaking about midterms, our midterms are in person. Bummer, I know, and I'm pretty sure that many of you are not happy about it. I know it is inconvenient, and I'm not very happy with this decision as well. The problem is now when AI is highly available, and it's pretty easy to use it when you answer questions at home writing the midterm. There is zero possibility to control cheating. In our department, we had a lot of discussions about how can we prevent cheating when students write their midterms at home, and we haven't found any answer. So if you have any idea how can we do so, please share with us because we kind of need it. In the meantime, our midterms will be in person. You can find specific dates and the number of the room we will write our midterm in syllabi. If you cannot make to this specific date, you can write a deferral. Or if you live not in Edmonton, you can contact exam services and I will try to arrange an off-site midterm for you. All 3 midterms we have, the final one, the third one included, are non-cumulative, meaning that each midterm will have questions only from 4 modules. Each midterm contains 24 multiple choice questions and 4 open-ended questions. I usually provide a list with 8 or 10 open-ended questions, and you can choose any 4 of them. If you cannot participate in midterm, Please write me about it as soon as you can. I will then arrange a deferral for you. While writing a midterm, no smartwatches or headphones are allowed. Of course, you cannot use any tablets, cell phones, or laptops. This is because of cheating. But I'm not testing your memory, I'm actually testing how well have you understood developmental psychology. So this is why I think it's absolutely okay when you use any physical resources you need. For example, your notes, your printed out slides, or the whole textbook. Let's move on to communication in our course. Have office hours every Thursday from 1 p.m. to 2 p.m. If Thursdays does not work for you, no big deal. Just write me an email and we can arrange a meeting that works for both of us. You can also write me an email. My email address you can see on your screen or find in your syllabi. I usually try to answer all my emails as soon as I can, but sometimes it takes me a little bit longer. Please wait 2 to 3 business days for your answer. But again, usually it will come much quicker. If I haven't answered your email for a longer period, please resend me your email. I am very sorry, but sometimes I get so many emails that one specific can be just borrowed underneath all of these emails. I absolutely try answer all my emails. But if you are not getting answer from me, please resend me your email. Another ask I have, it will be nice if you will not call me. Please don't think I'm not friendly. I absolutely adore my student. I would love to answer all your questions. It's just I don't have any phone in my office, so it's pretty inconvenient for me to take your calls. Again, I will answer all your emails. I will be happy to see you in my office hours. It's just phone communication does not work perfectly in this case. But we always can schedule a Teams meeting. Again, I'm always open for discussion. And at the end, let's speak about rules in our class. There are not many of them. First of all, please ask questions, share your experiences and point of view at any time. I know it's asynchronous course, but I do really care about your opinion. So please, if you want, no pressure, please write me emails or share your experiences in our assignments. I am absolutely thrive to hear your constructive feedback. I want to get better as a teacher. So if you have any ideas how can I do so, please share your ideas with me. And the third rule, if you have any difficulties, please contact me. Life happens. Sometimes things just doesn't work out. Just write me an email or speak with me during my office hours and we will find a way to help you.